Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I am Adriene and it's a bright and beautiful new year here. Today I wanted to chat with you about things that we're thinking about for the new year. You know, how do we stay committed to the things that we want for ourselves? How do we stay fresh and alive in our routines? And of course, you know, how are we contributing to a life that's healthy and happy and even holy, if you will? For me, this year, I thought I would just share one thing that I've been thinking about, and that is preventative care. So for me, preventative care means mindful living. It means paying attention, and I'm doing it personally, kind of just focusing my goggles on this idea or this practice of preventative care. One, because I think yoga is a great tool for just that, but two, because I'm sick of being tired. I'm also sick and tired of nurturing a problem or addressing a problem once it's already a problem. One way I think for me is I want to tend to my relationships, you know, work on communication and really saying what I feel and being conscious with my word, not making assumptions, this sort of thing. This also could be with diet. I want to look at my diet and look at the things, the places in my body that are talking to me and maybe painful. For me, it's heartburn and all sorts of other things. You know, I don't need to go into my personal stuff. I know you don't even want to hear all that. Another thing that's kind of major, because I am speaking to you from Austin, Texas, and here we have some really intense allergy seasons. Say that 5 times fast. So one thing I do that has been a noticeable preventative care, self-act, care of love, is the Neti Pot. I thought that would be a nice thing to share as one way of just kind of inspiring preventative care for the new year. Also, I get a lot of requests for the Neti Pot. So here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for, Adriene's Neti Pot episode, and also just an invitation to think about the things that you want to commit to this year, and maybe preventative care is one of them. And if so, I'd love to hear your comments about that down below. All right, so that is all said. Now it's time for the gross part. Okie doke. So welcome to my kitchen. This is my Neti Pot. I've actually had this guy for a long time, since my early yoga teacher training days. And it has a little chip in it, which I think is kind of cute because I call it Chip. In my head and now on the internet. Okay, you know, like Beauty and the Beast. Light thumbs up if you like Beauty and the Beast and you like Chip. But for now, I'm just gonna jump right in. So I'm using non-iodized pure salt. You can use that obviously just right out of the container. I have this, this was gifted to me. So I have it, it's 8 Ancient Secrets. You can buy them packaged, but again, you can get this from your pharmacy as well. And the great thing about this is just that they're pre-measured, you know. So I've rinsed out my pot. I've poured in the salt, or I'm pouring in the salt. Voila. And if you are not working with the prepackaged thing, you can just do a small spoonful, no more than a tablespoon. Okay, so then I've pre-boiled my water here in an electric kettle. It's awesome with the electric kettle because you don't have to wait so long. And I'm just gonna go halfway with this because I don't want it to get too hot. I would say the trickiest thing about the Neti Pot is just getting your temperature just right. Now I'm just using a little filtered water. So if you're not able to use the filtered water, you're gonna wanna wait for your boiled water to cool down, right? We're just making sure it's nice and clean. And then I go ahead and stir it up because I swear it makes a difference. You'd think that the water pouring in would take care of it, but not I, says the yogi. And then I'm going to think ahead, pull a couple tissues out just to have them by my side to support me in this process. And so the first time I did this, it was awful. And now it's, you know, just with practice, right? Practice, 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 and it's a lot easier now. So now I'm going to take it into my right hand and bring it up to my right nostril. So I'm working on cleansing one nostril at a time. I'm going to be super mindful of my breath and stay nice and calm, especially if it's your first time. Once I put the end of the Neti Pot into my nose, I'm going to want to keep my chin out and turn my head slowly, so I can kind of stay in control of what's going on inside. Great metaphor for life. As always, Adriene. So the moment you've all been waiting for, I might regret this, but I'm gonna go for it because I love you. Here we go. So I'm gonna take the temperature's pulse here, making sure it's not too hot before I even move forward. So again, slow and mindful. Feels pretty good. So here I go. It's going to be a little hard to talk while I do it. So I'm going to turn my head in one nostril and out the other. The first time I did this, I remember being in awe. I can think of my friend Neti doing it, and my friend Jeff Mills. We're all kind of fascinated by it. The college years. Some people do keg stands. I did Neti Pot. So I'm going through here. I can see the boogers coming out. I can't believe I'm talking while I'm doing this. It feels so amazing. And then I make sure it's all done. And then, okay, I'm gonna pull it out, but I'm gonna keep my head tilted. This is a little trick. You might just wanna come out of it right away. Keep your head tilted, right? So I've just gone in the right nostril and out the left. I'm gonna take my Kleenex that I have handy. I'm gonna take it, plug the right, blow out through the left. Slow rise up. Just kidding, but you can actually feel the difference between the right nostril and the left nostril. Excuse me, I'm trying to be as ladylike as possible. Keeping it real here. And then I prepare the Neti Pot for the other side. So I'm gonna do that really fast. Try not to hold your breath. Again, play with your chin and the placement of your head so that you don't get water in the back of your throat. And keep the head tilted. Grab your tissue. Blow. So we did it. Our first cleansing practice of the channel. I think it's really sweet. I'm really grateful to have you here in my kitchen with me, and even though I'm being silly and it's kind of funny, I really do mean this when I say it. Think about the things that you can do in your life that might nurture the everyday, the experience of living, so that we're not necessarily looking at that once, you know, everything's already hit the fan. Just a thought, just a little food for thought. More on the Neti Pot. I think I'm nervous because of the Neti Pot. More on the Neti Pot on the blog, and more on yogic cleansing practices and other lifestyle things at yogawithadriene.com. Leave questions, comments below. Be nice, and I wish you a happy, beautiful new year and new you. Namaste.